Alright guys, how's it going? Awesome Soul here, and today I am piloting my brand new Tesla sled. That is right, it may look like a helicopter, but no, this is definitely a really fast-moving Tesla sled. Oh, April Fools, aren't I silly? I tricked you. Oh boy, what a great joke, what a fantastic joke. Alright, now that we got the obligatory April Fool's Day joke out of the way, I can go ahead and talk about the news. So, the following is actually 100% factual. I'm not actually playing a trick on you. That's why I did the joke in the beginning, because, you know, I wanted to make sure that there is no confusion, because, you know, my upload schedule means that I have to do a video on April 1st. And this might be construed, if you aren't keeping up with the news, as an April Fool's Day joke. But it is most certainly not. So, now that I have clarified, let's get right into the news. So, basically, what FreeJam is going to do is remove Megabots from the game. There's a lot more to it than that, so hold tight. Basically, their main reason, or at least one of the reasons, is that they are going to free up a lot of server space by doing this. And it will benefit regular size bots quite a lot. Ooh, getting fancy with the shielding there. Yeah, it's going to benefit the regular size bots quite a lot by giving them a increased CPU bonus. So, the new maximum will be 1,750, up from the current maximum, which is 1,515. A fairly sizable boost. But on top of that, something that is quite interesting to myself, someone who's been stuck at level 100 for like 2 years, pretty much, we are getting more levels. That is correct. We are getting a maximum level cap of 150. So there are 50 more levels to collect. Or to grind through, or whatever you really want to call it. So this is how the new system is going to work for leveling up. The level 1 CPU is now going to be 510. And they're changing the CPU per level from 11, what it is currently, and that will then become 10 per level. So when you level up, you will be getting 10 CPU. After level 100, however, you will only be gaining 5 CPU. So I'm not sure if it's going to be more of a grind. Presumably it's going to be harder to get to those higher levels. But they didn't say anything about that, so that's just speculation. Interestingly enough, though, because of the new system changes, the whole 10 CPU per level rather than 11 CPU, every existing player that is level 100 currently, like myself, will be brought up to level 103 in order to keep their 1,515 CPU. Now, there is more to cover, so as usual, that will be in part 2. Hold tight, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back with what appears to be Psy. Hopefully his Gangnam Style will lead us to victory, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I should probably clarify. The information that I just said was actually from the Ask Me Anything. The whole information about how the new leveling up system will go. The whole, 10 CPU and 5 CPU per level. I am not going to cover the whole AMA. I'll probably do that in another video. But right now there's just too much information that came out of that to pack into a video covering the whole Megabot thing as well. So I have to pick my battles. But don't worry, again, I will probably cover that. So, moving on. Another good thing, everybody will be getting a Mega Bay. So even the new players will be getting a Mega Bay. If you have not reached level 100, you will again be getting a Mega Bay, if that's not clear. So, what else do we have here? Compensation, yes. So, compensation will be given for your Megabot, or if you have one available to buy on the store. There will also be compensation for that. They don't quite know what they're gonna do, but they will do something. That something will be announced on the social platforms, I believe is what they called it. So probably Twitter. But I'll most likely be doing a video on that as well whenever we get that information. So it's not all bad news. You will be compensated. And the Mega Module. So if you guys have a Mega Module, that will become a different, like an actual module, not just something that gives you the ability to turn your bot into a Megabot. So something like the Disc Shield module. Although this one seems to be more passive in nature. So it's going to provide a passive buff instead of an activated buff. At least that's what it seems like it's going to be. Because on the Ask Me Anything, what am I being hit by? I don't really see anyone there. Oh well. So yeah, on the Ask Me Anything. Oh, there you are. Again. That's weird. Everyone's dead, but I don't know. Anyways. What do we have here? Mega Module. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so the Mega Module is going to affect power recharge. Not going to increase your maximum power, but just your power recharge. So I don't know if you need to activate it or not. They never really covered that. But that would be a pretty good module to have on your bot. Although, is it going to be OP? Probably not. I have a feeling that it's going to make you feel OP, but in reality, it's not really going to be that strong. 'Cause, I mean, you know, you've got full power. Or at least... Well, I don't know. Because when you're, like, say using the Proto Seeker, for example, and you've drained all your power, your fire rate is a lot slower. Would that then, if you have this power module, increase your fire rate when you're at low to no power? I'm not quite sure. So let me just rattle off these last few ones. We have a rebranding and rebalance of all Mega parts, reducing CPU and balancing the physics. So Mega Wheels and Mega Hovers were particularly highlighted there. And most likely what we're gonna see is probably a tankier Hoverblade, because they have terrible armoring at the moment. The only reason that they have that terrible armoring is because as a Megabot you can build around that because you have the CPU. But you don't really have the CPU on a regular size bot, even with the increased armoring. Or CPU, rather. So I am hoping we get an armor buff. They didn't really say that, but I guess that's part of the rebalancing. Hopefully. And I believe I covered this in the beginning, or at least touched on it somewhat. One of the reasons they're doing this is because they can now implement brand new content, whether it be game modes or maps, without having to ask themselves, alright, how do we implement Megabots into this thing? So they don't need that anymore. And the update will be next week. So, real quick, my take on this, it is definitely a good thing. Because not a lot of people play Megabots, but everybody plays a regular bot. So even the people that did play Megabots, I'm sure they played regular bots as well. So they're gonna get the added benefit, just like everyone else, from the removal. The whole regular bots getting more CPU. So that's fantastic. Also, how many times have you gone into a regular TDM match and it's just been follow the Megabot, or hide behind the Megabot, or oh crap, our Megabot's terrible, we're done for, or oh crap, our Megabot's dead, well, rest in pieces. Now it's going to be a lot more fair, and an individual can actually, you know, carry the team or win the battle based on their skill, rather than having to focus on this giant target. And that's basically the linchpin of every team. What else? I think just overall, it was a good experiment, like they said, but now I think we can kind of move on. Megabots have been kind of dead in the water, and just the fact that they were so limited, not only by the amount of parts they had, but if they stuck with it, they could have added more parts maybe, but even then, you had the whole size of the weapons to contend with, and just trying to make a decent looking design with those massive parts was just nearly impossible. So, all in all, people are getting compensated. Your mega weapons are still going to be useful. All the money that you spent on mega parts can be put towards a army of regular sized bots, now with more CPU. So, yeah, you guys, you don't really have a whole lot to worry about, but I don't know, just get your time in with your Megabots. I never really used my Megabots just because I didn't really have a lot of fun with them. I don't know. I've kind of rambled on enough, so what's your guys' opinion on all of this? I kind of did a Twitter poll, and around 65% are actually looking forward to these changes. So, I guess it's a good thing. At least, in the community's eyes, the majority of people seem to like it. So, what is your take? Again, down below, let me know. Get a conversation going. So, with that, I will end the video right here. I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.